We're in South Haven, Michigan, on my way to a basic seamanship course. This course is offered through the Michigan Maritime Museum, and it is a prerequisite to volunteer on their Tallship and a lot of their vintage watercraft. The Michigan Maritime Museum is an ambitious organization with 5 separate buildings on the South Haven waterfront. It recently acquired an adjacent fishing operation with a century and a half of history. The campus is beautifully situated on the Black River, and plans are underway to build a new 2-story main building. It's an impressive place with lots of activity. But as impressive as the campus is, I'm actually here for the on-water working fleet of 5 historic vessels, including the Friends Goodwill. The Friends Goodwill is a replica of a merchant ship built in 1810. Like many ships from the Great Lakes during the War of 1812, it was originally a fur trade ship that had naval guns added and was pressed into military service. During the war, she was captured by the British at Fort Mackinac and recaptured by the Americans at the Battle of Lake Erie. Today, she gracefully sails from her home port at the Michigan Maritime Museum dock in South Haven. So you can understand, obviously, why I'm excited to be a part of these keels of living history.
I mean, going on it is one thing,
Your interest form, there's disclosure and release, there's a medical form, and I believe a pledge. And distance ourselves the best that we could, and I believe that's very important.
Happy to talk about the ship and answer questions.
I volunteered on the boat for my first season in 2017, I believe. Friends Goodwill is a single mast. So she is a topsail sloop. Sloop means it has 1 mast. If she was a schooner, she would have 2 masts.
Captain Bob, the commander of the museum's fleet, obviously has many years of accumulated maritime knowledge and wisdom. Sailing a tall ship relies heavily on the skill and teamwork of its crew. It's no easy job. Captain Bob and the staff look to volunteers to fulfill a uniquely demanding role. Tall ships aren't easy to operate and maintain. You need a motivated and skilled volunteer pool. To do this, an organization has to focus on the personal development and teamwork of the volunteers. I was very excited to learn that Captain Bob and the staff take this concept very seriously, and the training reflects it. Even though I taught knot tying professionally for about 20 years, it took a couple tries on some knots to get proficient again.
Okay, and we will be just taking a tour of the topside, essentially.
Passengers, is they get a safety briefing before they get on board the ship, especially a ship of this nature, because there's a lot of stuff going on.
The top deck exposed to the weather is called the weather deck, and we spent time learning the stations and equipment that we'd be handling. The quarter deck is the raised portion of the deck behind the mast. The captain typically commands the ship from there.
The big varnished box here is called a binnacle. The word binnacle basically means a compass box. Swing to either side to fire. Typically we have actually fired this gun on our sunset sails.
Then we headed below to learn about the ship's accommodations, emergency station build layout, firefighting equipment, escape hatches, and more.
We've got a lot of safety equipment and drills. We've got a full electrical board here.
The cargo hold has been converted to berths to accommodate passengers on charter
You have
sails.
to deploy the main anchor. This will go up here.
A galley has also been added to provide food and drink. Sunday, day 2 of the Basic Seamanship School for the Friends Goodwill, Michigan Maritime Museum. Day 2 started with emergency drills to familiarize us with procedures.
The captain is going to designate a senior deckhand. The senior deckhand will normally then, if the captain doesn't, will pick a deckhand 1 and a deckhand 2.
We'll see someone fall overboard. And let's say we fall overboard right here. Regardless of who that is, ignoring what's on the station bill, you yell, "Man overboard!"
A person overboard is a grave emergency. Turning a sailing ship around is no easy task, and it takes strong leadership and teamwork to successfully recover a person in the water.
In line!
At the cathead. In line.
1 foot to port.
1 foot to port, aye.
And okay, I'm going overboard to pick him up.
Bathroom in the head.
Okay. Bathroom in the
All
head.
hands, fire down below in the bathroom in the head. Like that.
See are really long lines because when the sail is out, they go all the way to the back of the sail.
After covering safety and emergency procedures, we moved into sail handling and other skills.
We're going to want to go from left to right, left to right. Every time that we do something on a pin, I have one turn on the pin.
There are 4 basic oaring lines.
We finished up the first weekend with a crash course in handling just a few of the 62 lines on the ship. Armed with a lot of homework and instructions for meeting criteria for the Coast Guard, we departed the first session. Next month, our first sail. It's weekend 2 of the basic seamanship class for the Michigan Maritime Museum. I've fulfilled my obligations, including getting the mate card. Yeah, so it's kind of a lifelong goal to be a crew on a Tallship. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. The students came prepared the second weekend after studying the past month. There was much more confidence in the air. Captain likes to stay sail, the crew secretly doesn't like to stay sail.
It often works out that if you split the coil of your mooring line into 2 coils and heave them together like this, you can throw it easily and at a reasonable distance.
We practiced mooring the ship, more emergency procedures, and prepared for our first sail.
Good stuff. There you go. Right at the guy.
We finished the morning with practice at sail handling. We raised and lowered the sails while still at the dock.
This? Like a boat.
Okay, nope, it's got to go.
I was impressed by my shipmates. They seemed to have been at this for a while, and I kind of wished I would have studied a little more.
Tell me when you're fast, Tom.
What you want to do is we don't want any droopy lines. So after he
Okay, hands, set the mainsail.
So take them off, take them off, take them off, let them go. Just let them go. Don't even hold on to them. Let them go. No.
There's some rain down around Chicago right now. Get it if you do. Good luck.
We headed down the Black River toward Lake Michigan for our first sail. The first group prepared to set the mainsail.
Hands, set the main! Haul the way! Haul! Haul that sail out! The ship's gonna come up into the wind. Ready forward! Ready forward! Help to lead! Press ahead south! Take it off, let it go, take it off! Mash your head sail! All the way, all the way.
I always say common, but once you've got like
Taking the main!
taking the main.
Let it go, let it go, let it go! Bruce, don't hold it, let it go!
Pull, come on, pull. Under and over.
This is yours? You ready?
Ready? There we go. Let them out. Ready?
Nice sweating.
Alright.
Put your weight. There you go. Now she got some inches that time.
Give it one.
And You can do these by yourself. Grab one hand here, one grab there.
This guy out.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, we got that sweated out. Right? 3 times. Let's get this guy.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you guys are kind of slow over there on the starboard side. And I don't know any better, so.
Hey, you gotta ease that sheet.
The captain had me assist the coxswain to start preparing for the job.
Okay. Ready to launch?
Captain, we're ready to lower.
Launch, small boat. Okay, so lowering away. Okay, you take the stern. Take stern.
Take the stern. Okay, small boats away, Captain.
Small boat away.
Slowly.
Passengers, all the passengers go to the starboard side.
You look kind of small for a tugboat, but you're mighty.
That's well, Jim. Done.
Stern.
Good job. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you learned just the right amount today.
Wedges in it.
Scarano, how you doing? Quick release those bolts. There you go. So you're coming out.
On those lines.
Okay, so you're gonna hang out like right about.
Hence the term batten down the hatches. There you go, just learned to finish crewing a Tallship, Friends Goodwill. I have to tell you that I love being at sea. Doesn't matter if it's in a dinghy, a kayak, a ship. And now I have the opportunity 7 days a week this summer to crew the Tallship Friends Goodwill, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. So thanks for tagging along. Throw a thumbs up for the crew that I was honored to be a part of today, and for Captain Bob and his senior crew, and then the crew that I learned with today. They did a great job. Very proud to be a part of it.